Imagine waking up every morning with absolute certainty in who you are. No more questioning your worth, no more seeking approval, no more dimming your light to make others comfortable. You walk into every room with confidence, speak with power, and carry yourself like a queen. Not because someone told you to, but because you know it's who you are. But here's the truth. Most people don't live this way. They hesitate, they shrink, they wait for permission to be great, they let fear of judgment dictate their choices, and they allow their past to define them. They don't realize that the power they seek, the confidence, the grace, the abundance, has been inside them all along. You were never meant to play small. You were never meant to live in self-doubt. You were born to lead, to create, to inspire. But stepping into that power requires a choice to release old limitations, to own your worth, and to embody the queen that already exists within you. So today, I ask you, are you ready to stop waiting? Are you ready to stop questioning? Are you ready to claim your throne? Because the moment you decide, everything changes. The way you see yourself determines the reality you create. If you embody the mindset of a queen, your external world will begin to reflect that. This is not just a motivational statement. It is a fundamental truth rooted in the way the brain and the body interact to shape experience. Identity is the foundation upon which reality is built. It dictates how you think, how you feel, and ultimately how you act. And in turn, your actions shape your environment, your relationships, and the opportunities that flow into your life. When you see yourself as less than, as unworthy, or as someone who must shrink to fit into spaces, your mind operates from a place of lack. Your thoughts become filled with self-doubt. Your emotions begin to match those thoughts, leading to insecurity, hesitation, and fear. And because thoughts and emotions drive action, you start making choices that align with the version of yourself that you have accepted as truth. You settle for less in relationships. You tolerate disrespect. You avoid opportunities that require you to stand in your power. You live according to the subconscious belief that you are not meant for more. And because your actions reflect this identity, your world mirrors it back to you. You see evidence everywhere that you are not enough, that success is out of reach, that confidence belongs to others but not to you. This is how identity shapes reality. But the opposite is just as true. When you shift your identity, when you decide that you are a queen, everything starts to change. A queen does not wait for permission to be powerful. She does not ask for validation before believing in herself. She does not need proof before acting with confidence. She knows who she is, and because she knows it, her actions reflect it. And when her actions reflect it, the world follows suit. She does not attract relationships that require her to diminish herself because her energy no longer aligns with people who do not see her worth. She does not hesitate to speak up, to take up space, to claim what is hers because she operates from the deep knowing that she deserves it. This transformation does not happen by accident. It happens by intention. It happens when you become deeply aware of the stories you have been telling yourself about who you are and make the conscious choice to rewrite them. The brain does not care whether the thoughts you repeat to yourself are true or false. It only cares about repetition. What you tell yourself consistently, your brain will begin to accept as reality. This is why people who have been told they are not good enough for long enough begin to believe it even when it is not true. And this is why people who decide they are capable, powerful, and worthy, even before there is evidence, start to experience a life that reflects those beliefs. The first step to embodying the identity of a queen is awareness. You must become aware of the ways in which you have been diminishing yourself. You must notice the thoughts that tell you that you are not enough, that success is for others but not for you, that confidence is something you have to earn rather than something you can step into now. You must recognize the habits and behaviors that have been reinforcing a lesser identity, whether it is people-pleasing, tolerating disrespect, avoiding challenges, or silencing yourself to make others comfortable. Without awareness, you cannot change. Once you become aware, the next step is interruption. You must interrupt the old patterns before they can continue running on autopilot. When the voice of self-doubt arises, you must catch it and reframe it. When hesitation creeps in, you must remind yourself that the only way to become confident is to act despite fear. When old habits try to pull you back into a lesser identity, you must resist and choose differently. This is where most people falter. They wait to feel like a queen before they act like one. But the truth is, feelings follow actions. You must act like a queen first. The confidence, the certainty, and the unshakable belief will come as a result. The final step is embodiment. Once you have interrupted old patterns and chosen a new identity, you must reinforce it until it becomes your natural state. This means practicing daily. It means speaking with authority even when your voice shakes. It means holding your boundaries even when it's uncomfortable. It means dressing, moving, and carrying yourself with the energy of a queen before the world acknowledges you as one. Because here is the secret. The world will not see you as a queen until you see yourself as one first. The universe responds to the energy you put out. When you claim your power, the world has no choice but to reflect it back to you. Your identity is not fixed. It is not determined by your past, by what others have said about you, or by the circumstances you were born into. It is shaped by the thoughts you think, the beliefs you hold, and the actions you take. If you want to change your reality, you must first change how you see yourself. Decide today that you are a queen, not someday, not when others validate you, now. And when you make that decision, commit to it, because the moment you fully embody it, your world will begin to transform before your eyes. You can't step into your power while carrying the limiting beliefs of your past. Letting go of the stories that no longer serve you is the key to transformation. Many people hold on to past identities, not because they define who they truly are, but because they have become familiar, comfortable, and ingrained in their subconscious mind. The brain operates in patterns. It seeks predictability, even if that predictability is rooted in self-doubt, fear, and unworthiness. This is why change feels difficult, not because you're incapable, but because your body and mind have been conditioned to repeat the same emotions, thoughts, and behaviors that have shaped your past reality. Every day, most people wake up and immediately recall who they think they are. They remember their past failures, the heartbreaks, the moments they felt rejected or not good enough. And the moment they recall those memories, their brain triggers the same chemical reactions in the body, causing them to feel the same emotions they felt in the past. Those emotions reinforce the same thoughts, and those thoughts drive the same actions, which then create the same results. This cycle is what keeps people stuck. They want to change. They want to step into confidence, success, and power, but their mind and body are addicted to the emotional patterns of their past. To break this cycle, you must first become aware of the subconscious programming that is running your life. Every thought you repeat is wiring your brain in a certain way. Every emotional reaction is reinforcing a neurological pathway that keeps you tied to a past version of yourself. If you constantly tell yourself that you are not confident, that success is out of reach, that you are unlucky in love, your brain and body will work together to prove those beliefs true. Not because they are true, but because that is what you have trained yourself to believe. Breaking free from this means disrupting the pattern. You must become the observer of your thoughts rather than the victim of them. When an old belief surfaces, one that tells you that you are not enough, that you are destined to struggle, that you cannot achieve what you desire, you must pause and question it. Ask yourself, is this belief coming from the version of me that I am becoming? Or is it coming from the version of me that I am leaving behind? If it is coming from your past self, you do not need to entertain it. You do not need to believe every thought that enters your mind. This is where most people struggle. They assume that because a thought arises, it must be true, but thoughts are just electrical signals in the brain, influenced by past experiences, conditioning, and repetition. They are not facts. The moment you realize this, you gain the power to rewrite them. The second step to breaking the cycle is shifting your emotional state. Your body has memorized emotions from the past, and it will try to recreate them daily. If you have been living in anxiety, doubt, or lack for years, your body will seek to maintain that emotional state. But just as you trained your body to live in stress, you can train it to live in confidence, gratitude, and power. This requires conscious effort. When you feel self-doubt creeping in, when you sense your energy dropping into old patterns, you must actively shift. Move your body, change your posture, breathe differently, and most importantly, choose a new thought. Your thoughts and emotions create your future. So if you want a new reality, you must begin by feeling and thinking in alignment with that future now. Most people believe they need to see change before they feel different, but the truth is you must feel different before you see change. The external world is simply a reflection of your internal state. If you continue to feel like the old version of yourself, you will continue to live that same life. If you instead start feeling, thinking, and acting like the powerful, confident, and abundant version of yourself now, your reality will begin to shift to match that energy. This is why letting go is so critical. You cannot build a new life while carrying the weight of the old one. You cannot step into your highest potential while holding on to limiting beliefs. The past version of you existed based on past thoughts and emotions, but you are not bound by your past. The only thing keeping you there is your attachment to the stories you have told yourself. The moment you decide that those stories are no longer your truth, you become free. And in that freedom, you step into a new reality, one where you are no longer a prisoner of your history, but the creator of your future. The energy you emit determines what you attract. A queen vibrates at a high frequency, confidence, grace, and abundance. Everything in the universe is made of energy, including your thoughts, emotions, and the electromagnetic field that surrounds you. This energy is not just an abstract concept. It is measurable, tangible, and deeply influential in shaping your reality. The frequency at which you operate determines the people, opportunities, and circumstances that enter your life. If you want to shift your external world, you must first shift your internal state. Many people live in a state of low vibration, fear, doubt, worry, insecurity. These emotions create a certain energetic field around them, signaling to the world what they are available for. When you live in fear, you attract experiences that confirm your fears. When you doubt yourself, you encounter situations that reinforce that doubt. Your external reality is always a reflection of your internal energy. This is why some people seem to move through life with ease, attracting opportunities effortlessly, while others struggle no matter how hard they try. It is not about luck, it is about frequency. A queen understands this. She does not wait for external validation to feel powerful. She cultivates power from within. She does not let circumstances dictate her energy. She masters her energy to dictate her circumstances. She walks into a room and her presence commands attention, not because she demands it, but because she radiates it. Confidence, grace, and abundance are not things she chases. They are things she is. And because she embodies them, they flow naturally into her life. This shift begins with awareness. You must become conscious of the energy you are currently emitting. Pay attention to how you feel throughout the day. Do you feel empowered or do you feel drained? Do you feel abundant or do you feel lacking? Your emotions are not random. They are signals telling you what frequency you are operating on. If you constantly feel anxious, stressed, or unworthy, that is the energy you are broadcasting to the world. And because energy attracts like energy, you will continue to draw experiences that match those emotions. Raising your frequency requires intentional effort. It means actively choosing thoughts and emotions that align with the reality you want to create. If you desire confidence, you must think and feel as a confident person would. If you desire abundance, you must shift out of lack and into gratitude. If you desire love, you must first embody love within yourself. The external world will not shift until you shift internally. Your body is a powerful tool in this process. The way you carry yourself sends signals to your mind about your state of being. When you stand tall, shoulders back, head high, you send a message to your brain that you are confident and in control. When you speak with certainty, when you take up space unapologetically, when you move with grace and intention, you train your mind and body to exist at a higher frequency. This is not about faking it. It is about conditioning yourself to step into the energy of your highest self. Emotional mastery is also key. A queen is not reactive, she is intentional. She does not allow external events to dictate her mood. She understands that emotions are energy in motion, and she chooses how to direct them. When challenges arise, she does not sink into frustration or self-pity. She stays centered, knowing that her energy is her power. She does not dwell in negativity because she knows that what she focuses on expands. Instead, she shifts her perspective, finds solutions, and moves forward with grace. Gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to elevate your frequency. When you focus on what you already have, you signal to the universe that you are in abundance. When you feel appreciation for your life, even before it fully transforms, you magnetize more to be grateful for. This is why people who practice gratitude consistently seem to attract more success, joy, and fulfillment. Their energy is aligned with receiving. Visualization is another powerful tool. When you vividly imagine yourself embodying the qualities of a queen, walking with confidence, speaking with power, moving through life effortlessly, you train your brain to accept that as your reality. The mind does not distinguish between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. When you consistently visualize yourself at a higher frequency, your brain begins to rewire itself to match that identity. And as your thoughts shift, your emotions follow. As your emotions shift, your actions follow. And as your actions shift, your reality transforms. This is the key to attraction. You do not get what you want, you get what you are. If you want a life of confidence, grace, and abundance, you must embody those qualities first. The moment you elevate your energy, the world has no choice but to respond. Your thoughts create your future. When you condition your brain to expect greatness, your body and environment follow suit. Every single moment, your mind is shaping your reality, whether you are conscious of it or not. The way you think determines how you feel, and how you feel dictates how you act. Your actions then create the results you experience in life. This cycle is continuous, and the more you reinforce a certain way of thinking, the stronger it becomes. If you train your mind to focus on limitations, your life will reflect those limitations. If you train your mind to focus on possibilities, your life will expand to match them. The key to transformation is understanding that your thoughts are not just passive ideas. They are the blueprint for the future you are building. Most people do not realize that their brains are operating in a default mode, running the same patterns of thinking every single day. Science shows that 95% of our thoughts are repetitive. This means that the way you thought yesterday is likely the way you are thinking today. And unless you make a deliberate effort to change, it will be the way you think tomorrow. If those thoughts are filled with doubt, fear, and limitation, then your life will continue to be a reflection of those emotions. The reason most people feel stuck is that they keep expecting their lives to change while their minds remain the same. They want new opportunities, new relationships, and new levels of success, but they are still thinking like the version of themselves that is yet to achieve those things. The truth is, you cannot create a new reality with the same old thoughts. The brain is like a muscle. It strengthens what you use the most. If you constantly think in terms of lack, I am not good enough, I will never succeed, nothing ever works out for me, your brain wires itself to make those beliefs feel real. It will filter your experiences to confirm what you expect, making you blind to opportunities that could prove otherwise. This is not because those opportunities do not exist, but because your mind has been conditioned to overlook them. The way the brain works is simple. What you focus on expands. If you focus on struggle, you will see more struggle. If you focus on growth, you will see more growth. The choice is always yours. One of the most powerful ways to condition your mind for greatness is through repetition. Your subconscious does not respond to logic, it responds to what it hears repeatedly. This is why affirmations, visualization, and daily mental conditioning are so powerful. When you consistently feed your mind with thoughts of confidence, success, and abundance, your brain begins to rewire itself to expect those outcomes. It starts looking for evidence to support them, and soon your emotions and actions begin aligning with that new belief system. Over time, this shift in thinking changes the way you show up in the world, and when you show up differently, the world responds differently to you. Your body also plays a role in this process. Every thought you have sends a chemical signal to your body, triggering an emotional response. If you think stressful thoughts, your body produces stress hormones, which keep you in a state of survival. This state makes it difficult to create, to trust, to step into your power. Your brain becomes hyper focused on what could go wrong, keeping you trapped in a loop of fear and hesitation. But when you shift your thinking to a state of confidence and possibility, your body responds by producing chemicals that elevate your energy. You feel stronger, more capable, more in control. This is why successful people seem to move through life with ease. They have trained their minds and bodies to expect positive outcomes, and as a result, they naturally take the kinds of actions that lead to success. Visualization is a tool that can accelerate this process. When you close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself succeeding, whether it is speaking with confidence, walking into a room with authority, or achieving a goal, your brain registers that experience as real. It does not distinguish between what is imagined and what is actually happening. This means that the more you practice seeing yourself as the powerful, capable version of you, the more your mind and body will align with that identity. And when your identity shifts, your actions follow. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting until they see external results before they change the way they think. They tell themselves, I will believe I am successful once I achieve my goals, or I will feel confident once others validate me. But the reality is that belief must come first. The external world will always be a reflection of your internal world. If you wait to think differently, you will always be waiting. The moment you choose to recondition your mind for greatness, everything around you will begin to shift. Your thoughts are the first cause, the foundation upon which your future is built. When you decide to expect greatness, you step into a reality where greatness becomes inevitable. Your actions must align with the queen you are becoming. You cannot just think your way into a new reality. You must move like the woman you aspire to be. The universe responds not only to what you think and feel, but to what you do. Every choice you make, every habit you reinforce, and every step you take is shaping your future. You cannot hold the energy of a queen while engaging in actions that contradict that identity. Too many people desire confidence, success, and power, but their daily behaviors are still rooted in self-doubt, hesitation, and smallness. The key to transformation is aligning your actions with the version of yourself that already embodies the greatness you seek. Every morning you have a choice. You can wake up and operate from the old self, repeating the same thoughts and habits that have kept you where you are. Or you can decide to act as if you are already the queen of your life. The way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way you handle challenges, these are all signals you send to the world about who you are. If you move through life with uncertainty, waiting for permission, shrinking in the presence of others, or making decisions based on fear, you are reinforcing the energy of someone who is not in control of her destiny. But if you act with certainty, move with intention, and make decisions from a place of confidence, the world begins to reflect that back to you. Your habits are a reflection of your self-premiere. A queen does not engage in habits that drain her power. She does not spend hours doubting herself, seeking external validation, or wasting time in situations that do not serve her highest self. She does not tolerate environments that deplete her energy or relationships that diminish her worth. She is intentional with her time, energy, and focus because she understands that every moment is an opportunity to step deeper into her power. Discipline is key. Many people believe that confidence and power are things you either have or you do not. But the truth is, they are built through consistent action. Every time you show up for yourself, follow through on your commitments, and push past discomfort, you are reinforcing the identity of a woman who is in control of her life. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you earn through repeated action. The more you act like a queen, the more natural it becomes. Your environment also plays a crucial role. A queen surrounds herself with people and influences that elevate her. If you are constantly in spaces that encourage self-doubt, negativity, or stagnation, it will be difficult to embody the energy of someone who is destined for greatness. Pay attention to who and what you allow into your space. Do the people around you inspire you, challenge you, and support your growth? Or do they reinforce the old patterns you are trying to break? Elevating your environment is an essential part of stepping into your power. Every challenge is an opportunity to reinforce your new identity. Life will test you. You will face moments where your old self wants to take control, moments of doubt, fear, and hesitation. But these moments are your greatest teachers. A queen does not crumble under pressure, she rises to meet it. Instead of seeing obstacles as proof that she is not capable, she sees them as invitations to prove just how powerful she really is. The way you respond to challenges determines whether you stay where you are or ascend to a higher level. If you react with fear, you reinforce fear. If you react with strength, you reinforce strength. Your actions also set the standard for how others treat you. The world mirrors back the energy you project. If you move through life with uncertainty, people will sense that and respond accordingly. But when you carry yourself with the confidence and authority of someone who knows her worth, the world has no choice but to recognize it. This is why embodiment is so powerful. You do not need to demand respect. You need to become someone who commands it effortlessly. Ultimately, the most powerful transformation happens when your thoughts, emotions, and actions are in complete alignment. When you think like a queen, feel like a queen, and act like a queen, there is nothing that can stop you from becoming one. The world responds to who you are, not just who you say you want to be. When your actions reflect your highest self, your reality shifts to match. The journey of becoming a queen is not about external validation, it is about knowing your worth from within. Too many people seek confirmation from the outside world before they allow themselves to feel powerful, confident, or successful. They wait for someone to recognize their potential, for circumstances to prove their value, or for external signs to tell them they are on the right path. But a queen does not operate this way. She does not depend on others to determine her worth because she knows that her power comes from within. The moment you stop looking outside yourself for validation and start embodying the truth of who you are, you step into the fullness of your power. Most people have been conditioned to believe that their worth is tied to achievement, approval, or comparison. From a young age, society teaches us to seek praise, to measure our success against others, and to define ourselves by how we are perceived. But the problem with external validation is that it is fleeting. It can be given and taken away. If your confidence is dependent on others recognizing your greatness, then you are not truly in control of it. A queen does not need permission to be great. She simply is. She walks into a room with certainty, not because someone told her she belongs there, but because she has already decided that she does. Self-worth is not something you acquire, it is something you remember. Deep within, you already know who you are. You already have the strength, the wisdom, and the power. The only thing that keeps you from fully stepping into it is the illusion that you need something outside of yourself to validate it. When you strip away the need for approval, you free yourself from the limitations of other people's opinions. You become unshakable. You no longer shrink yourself to fit into someone else's idea of who you should be. You no longer wait to be chosen because you choose yourself. This inner knowing creates a different kind of presence. When you truly know your worth, it radiates from you. It is not arrogance. It is certainty. You do not need to prove yourself to anyone because you are already standing in your truth. This is the energy that attracts the right people, the right opportunities, and the right experiences into your life. When you operate from a place of inner confidence, the world responds to that frequency. You stop attracting relationships that make you question your value. You stop settling for less than you deserve. You stop compromising your dreams for fear of not being accepted. Instead, you start drawing in situations that align with your highest self. But embodying this truth requires a deep commitment to yourself. You must be willing to release the fears and doubts that keep you attached to external validation. This means being aware of the moments when you seek approval, when you hesitate because you fear judgment, or when you hold back because you are afraid of how others might perceive you. Every time you catch yourself in these patterns, you have a choice: to continue giving your power away or to reclaim it. A queen consistently chooses the latter. True self-worth is also reflected in how you treat yourself. If you truly believe you are valuable, your actions will align with that belief. You will not tolerate relationships that drain you, environments that diminish you, or habits that keep you small. You will prioritize your well-being, invest in your growth, and create space for your highest potential to unfold. You will set boundaries, not out of fear, but out of respect for yourself. You will demand excellence from yourself, not because you need to prove anything, but because you know you deserve to live at your fullest capacity. There will be moments when your old patterns try to pull you back, when the voice of self doubt creeps in, when the need for validation resurfaces, when the fear of judgment makes you hesitate. But these moments are opportunities to deepen your power. Every time you choose to trust yourself over the opinions of others, you strengthen your foundation. Every time you move forward despite uncertainty, you reinforce your belief in yourself. This is how self-worth is built, not through the approval of the world, but through the unwavering decision to stand in your truth no matter what. A queen knows that her worth is not up for negotiation. She does not wait for the world to recognize her power. She owns it first, and the world follows. When you truly embody this, you become unstoppable. You stop seeking, you stop doubting, and you start being. And in that being, you realize that everything you have ever wanted, to feel seen, to feel worthy, to feel powerful, has been within you all along. The power to transform your life has always been within you. Every thought you choose, every emotion you embrace, and every action you take is a declaration of who you are becoming. You are not bound by your past, nor by the opinions of others. The crown you seek is not something the world will give you, it is something you must claim for yourself. When you align your mind, heart, and body with the queen within, the world begins to mirror that power back to you. You no longer have to wait for permission. You no longer have to prove your worth. You are already enough, already whole, already powerful. The only thing standing between you and your highest self is the decision to rise every single day until the woman you envision is the woman you embody. So walk with grace, speak with certainty, and own your presence. Trust in your power, trust in your journey, and trust that everything you desire is already aligning in your favor. Good luck on your journey to becoming the queen you were always meant to be. Thank you for choosing to rise, to embrace your greatness, and to claim your rightful place. Your throne is waiting now. It's time to reign.